David Smalley with Elves and Angels. We're here to do a assembly video of our play stands. We're going to use a single shelf stand because we only have to show you how to put one shelf together. There's no sense duplicating something that I've already shown you. So we're going to use a one shelf. We sell many more of our double shelf stand than the single. We'll go through the arches and our safety brackets and everything. So we'll get right out of here now. This is the seat to our play stands. This is the seat bracket that actually goes underneath. Seat brace, and these are the seat brackets that are going to attach it to the sides. Okay, so we'll get started here. The first thing you're going to do is flip this over with the Elves logo being up, and then no, actually you don't flip it over, or do you? Here, let me see. Yes, okay, you do. Okay, and then you're going to put your seat bracket onto the end. Just pull, you can see the little groove here. There's this for the seat and then this for the brace. And just have it as close to even on the ends as you can. And then you're going to see there are two screw holes here. You're going to take one of the screws here. Whoops. Yes. Put that in, and then we'll put this one in so it's tight, and then we're going to put the seat brace in, and the rounded side goes down and goes into this little groove here. That's going to take one more screw. That. I'm going to flip this around. Got to get another bracket on. Put that in the track like that. And get your brace in, your seat brace. Then just give it a little pull in like that. See? And then you're going to put three more screws. Two into the seat and one into the seat brace. That just a little, like I say, just as even as you can on the sides. Hold on to that. I'm using a screw gun, obviously. You can use a Phillips screwdriver, it works just as well. But this does save time in videos. I know people don't like to sit and watch videos all day. Okay, at that point you have your seat. Let's see what it looks like. These, I'll just set this out of the way. Now I'm going to take both sides of the play stand. Obviously, with a pair of play stands, there's four sides, but this is your top rail. This is done in hardwood. These are in pine, unless you boarded a hardwood play stand. I'm going to put this rail in there like that. This is called an elf key. Looks like this. And you'll see right here, this is going to go right in there, and I'll show you what that does in a minute here. We're just going to put it in loosely right now. It's going to slide right in there like that, okay? What this does, when the play stand is finished, you tap that down or push it down, whatever, depending upon the humidity conditions. That will tighten it like a wood clamp. You can see I'm pulling down on that like that. I'm just getting it enough right now so that we can put the seat in. You see, that's what that looks like. Okay. If you feel like if there's any play up there at all after you get the entire unit put together, just take a hammer and tap it down until it's tight. The further that goes down, the more tight that makes this, okay? This is the strongest way that I've ever seen to make a play stand. Okay, we're going to do that. Like I said, that's just in there loosely now. Now, we're going to put the seat on. You can see, I'm going to show you this side. These are metal fasteners. These are down east fasteners that are going to go through here and then thread in to this, and as you thread in, this is going to tighten this against the playstand. This is what makes our playstands so durable as compared to someone that sells playstands that's just giving you a package of drywall screws and says, here, just screw these together. Everyone knows that a drywall screw is not going to hold up under any play that goes back and forth. This creates a wood clamp. This is why we use them. It takes a fair amount of time to make these. We have to put a little more time into them. Anyways, so we're going to drop this in here. You want to take the bottom one first. You'll see there's 3 holes. There's also 3 holes in your seat bracket. Just put that through there just a little bit until I think you could probably hear that click. All right, put your first knob in. You don't have to, I don't want you to tighten it all. Just get it threaded and then go to the next one. And you'll hear it. You'll hear the metal. Okay, and you'll feel it threading. Once you have those 2, like I say, don't tighten them up because you want this to be able to move a little bit and adjust itself. These knobs, again, depending upon humidity, expansion and contraction, can either hand tighten all the way in, or you may want to use a Phillips screwdriver. They work just exactly the same either way. As you tighten this down like this, and do them all a little bit each. Don't tighten any of them way down yet because that'll make it more difficult. Okay, so I'm hand tightening this, and actually if you were back here you could see that it's starting to pull this piece of hardwood against this piece of pine. That makes an incredibly rigid side to a playstand. You've almost doubled the strength of it. And I'm going to tighten those like that. Okay, so for now we'll just leave them like that. Maybe I can even swing this around a bit, make it easier for Jacob to get at here. I'm going to put in this, again, start with the bottom screw. It gives you a pivot, is why we're telling you to do this. It allows the seat. Make sure you have that threaded first. Okay, so I just have that in there loosely now, and it's so that you can do this, so that you can get exactly where you're supposed to be. And there you go. You heard it click. Make sure if the screw is giving you trouble, like it hesitates going in, just move this a little bit until it goes freely. It'll go freely when it's right. And then this one, again, move this around a little bit if you have to. That's why we have this pivot point. Okay, and then go a little bit at a time like this. Like I say, that knob could spin. If it does, just tighten your Phillips screw and that'll pull it right in. These are being used right now just like a wood clamp would be, like when we make glue panels and everything. You tighten those down. Hopefully by hand is fine. If not, if you want to get it tighter, just take your Phillips screwdriver like this. And this will also be the same way on the arches. If you want that really tight, Phillips screwdriver in on that. You don't have to hold it or anything. You can hear it. That's going to be very, very tight and very, very strong. Imagine the difference between that and just someone giving you a drywall screw. To keep those 2 pieces of pine together, you could pull it apart with your hands. You can't pull this apart. Excuse me. Okay, at this point, this is what our stand looks like. If there's give, tighten these down a little bit at a time, going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, until it's good and tight. If this has play, like this, or whatever, go like this. Where's the play? There's no play. See, a play stand, really, I'd like to say a little bit about a play stand, is not a jungle gym. It's just not the product. Our play stands are wider than most people's at the base. They're 13 inches at the bottom. Normally you'll never find one more than 11¼ inches. They're 2 inches wider. By the nature of a play stand, they do have a tippy aspect. A child should never be standing on this rocking back and forth or using it as a jungle gym. It is the purpose of a play stand is to make a play space, a place for a child to go in and play store, whatever, go in and read a book or whatever. But it's not a jungle gym. It's not the right product if you're looking for something that your kids could never tip over or whatever. We'll show you our built-in safety factor of this when we get on to the arches and the stabilizer bars that all of our play stands come with. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now a set of arches. Arches, you're going to get dowels with these, and they have a threaded insert in which, again, our down east fastener goes into. They go in these holes like this. And the down east fastener goes in here. This, you'll see. And again, wait until you can feel that that's going in there freely. I will say one thing. We sell tremendous amounts of play stands. We buy these dowels by the thousands. Occasionally, once probably every 3,000 or 4,000 dowels, it will be either through swelling or whatever, it might be tight. That one actually is tight. Normally if you twist them a little bit like that, or just back and forth, it'll still go in. It's very rare that it happens, but I just wanted to warn you, we didn't drill it wrong, or we didn't buy the wrong size dowel. It is wood and it is living, and it does have that aspect to it. It's not a piece of plastic, as you know. Nor do you purchase it for the price you do in plastic, which we're aware of. Okay, so that's the arch. I'm going to go these other connectors. Like I say, there you go. See, that's the way that should go in. If you feel like you're working against a force, you don't have it in there correctly. So don't keep going or you'll strip your fastener. See, I could do it like that, or I actually could take a screw gun and go like this. Like this. See, be a lot faster. Okay, that tightens it right down. Okay, since this is tall, for right now, I'm going to show you the arch, and then we're going to show you the stabilizer bars. I'm going to take a break and put this with another side. These just slip down over here. I want to say something about arches here. This is hardwood. This is hardwood. We've used the highest quality material on an arch. And the arch, I will tell you, never wants to be pulled down on, snapped up like that, or in any way hung on. These arches are sensitive, okay? I'll show you why. This piece of wood, we've done these many different ways over the years. Taking this groove in deeper here, that's almost like a, I don't know, a nutcracker or something. Even though that's hardwood, you can break that off. It's just the very nature of that cut that you have to make to do this. If someone's giving you a pine arch, you've really got problems. It just takes a little bit of care, and children should not be allowed to hang on them in any way. They're for a covering to go over, and we'll show you our stabilizer bar that protects these as well as you can possibly protect them in just a minute. Okay, we're back here. We want to show you the stabilizer bars. You see we have both the arches on both the play stands. I've put the stabilizer bar in. This is what this stabilizer bar is. We have two long ones that we include, or two short ones. If you use the short ones, it's going to draw your play stands closer together, and the longer ones will give you more room. All right, and now how you install these. You see they have two little holes in each one. You're going to take your fastener out. I'm going to do it with this. It'll save us time. If you have your arch already together, Right, and then just take your stabilizer bar, put your screw through it, right, like this. Make sure that it's threaded into the dowel. Put that one in a little bit. Like this one, like this. Bring it in tight. And as with the rest of the Playstand, you can see what we've done with it is allowed it to be a wood clamp. It's joining with a piece of hardwood, this piece to this piece. It's very sturdy. It levels up all the arches. And we suggest it with every Playstand that we sell. If you'd like a much larger, for instance, stabilizer bar, because you want to have them spread out a long ways, let us know. We can send you one. So you're going to have two different sizes. You can choose to either use the large or the small. I have the small ones here. The other aspect of this, like I said earlier, Playstands, by their very nature, if you were to set up anything in a room and without anything around it, these can tip. They're not jungle gyms, as I've said before, nor should the children hang off of this. This is a sensitive thing. It's actually a very strong piece of furniture, but you do not want anyone yanking down on this. The other aspect of a Playstand, the safety aspect, is so that it doesn't tip over. So we built this into our Playstands. Every one we ship out has stabilizer bars with it. If your child does bump into this, bang into this as they're playing, okay, this is what happens. And then, rather than breaking, it does not hit the ground, but simply folds up. So if we were to go like this, that's what would happen. As far as I know, we're the only one that has a Playstand like that, and we're pleased with it. It keeps from going all the way down, someone getting hurt or whatever. So anyways, I think we've covered about everything that we need to cover. As always, if you do have a problem with any one of our products, we want to hear about it. It's not a problem for us. We guarantee everything we make for life, and when we say a lifetime guarantee, it's not one of these things where you have to read the fine print. We always want to take care of our customers, have for 30 years, and as long as I'm alive and anyone in our family is alive, we'll be doing business the same way. So please let us know. We're not hard to deal with at all, and we very much appreciate 30 years of making this a very good company and one that we're very proud of. Thank you very much for buying Elves and Angels.